After testing countless cheeses and beefs, I have found a pot of gold for us all to enjoy. So today, in the Anabolic Laboratory, we are making a thick, juicy Reuben Sammy with a delectable Russin dressing for a fraction of the calories of the real thing. If this video gets 1,000 likes in the next 24 hours, the next video I release will be a brand new anabolic ice cream. So go smash that like button and subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. My name is Nick. I have my master's in exercise physiology and I make low calorie recipes and also review pretty much anything fitness related. So again, subscribe to the channel if you're into that kind of thing. If you are ready for one of your new favorite deli sandwiches, then let's get into it. We're gonna start with our sauce here. I wanted to make something that was as close to authentic as possible for this, so I wanted to use Russian dressing. Not only that, but I don't really like Thousand Island. Surprisingly, when I went to Manny's, which is one of the most popular corned beef deli sandwich places in the city, they gave me Thousand Island. I was expecting Russian dressing. Another highly regarded place in the city is Kaufman's. You had to order a sandwich at least an hour ahead of time for them to make it for you and call it in. Let's just say that. They had Russian dressing. However, I was extremely disappointed with it because it looks exactly like Thousand Island and tastes like mayonnaise and pickles. It tastes more like Thousand Island than anything else. I looked up 3 different recipes, made them all, kind of combined my knowledge, and this is what you're getting today. You'll have to put trust in me, but if you've ever actually made anything that I put up, I only put out quality products. If this didn't taste good, I wouldn't put it up. And that's just the bottom line. What? So we're gonna run through these ingredients so we can make this super quick. This will make you 8 sandwiches worth of sauce. We will start with 120 grams of ketchup. The no sugar added, of course, so we save half the calories. 60 grams of light mayo. This only has 35 calories per serving. If you can only get one that has 40 calories per serving, that's okay. You still are gonna save a ton of calories. Another huge calorie saver is our 0% fat Chobani Greek yogurt, and we are going to use 60 grams of it. And just for reference, usually for a 30-gram serving of this stuff, it's between like 100 and 150 calories. For our 30-gram serving, it's 31 calories and tastes way better than either of those. I can guarantee you. 5 grams of sriracha, 7.5 grams of prepared horseradish. And by the way, guys, obviously, if you like mustard, you like mustard. If you like horseradish by itself, you like horseradish. If you want Dijon, use Dijon. I'm just giving you another option for a low-calorie, usually very high-calorie dressing. And we're gonna go with 2.5 grams of Worcestershire sauce. See, I just went through it. I wasn't gonna deal with if I got it wrong or not. I probably did, but regular paprika will work, but smoked paprika is better, and I got it especially for this recipe. And all we need is 1.2 grams. If you don't have a point scale, which I do, you can get anything that I have in the link in the description below. But if you don't have it, you can just put a gram. That's okay too. Now we are going to go with a gram of salt. Any salt works. And just a dash of pepper. I'm gonna take my bowl off. We're going to take an onion. We're going to slice the thinnest amount of onion that you can, because all we need here is 6 grams. Now I don't have one of those, what is it called? Mort and pestles? Pestle and morts? The thing that you like crush stuff up with in a bowl? Pestles and mort, I don't know. If you want, you could just throw it in there, but we really want the juice from the onion. And right on my counter, which I just cleaned, I am literally going to crush my onion right here on the counter. Pretty crazy, right? That's okay. It's very easy. It only takes a few seconds. I do it like 2 or 3 times. So now that I have that all broken up, I am going to take all the liquid and the flattened out chunks, and I'm going to drag it into the bowl, which I have sitting right under beneath the sink here. The counter. I'm sure there's a better way. I don't have a sort and pestle, but let me know in the comments section. I do what's gotta get done. We have all our ingredients in here. Now all we need to do is mix it. Once you're done mixing, you should have like a dark orange, like burnt orange color. You guys see that? This is what we're looking for. Now, just like my cookie dough or anything that you first mix together, it's better when you let it sit in the fridge for 2 hours. It is ready to go right now if you want to make a sandwich, don't get me wrong. But this took me all of 8 minutes, and I have 8 sandwiches worth of 30-calorie Russian dressing. Can't beat it. Next step in this process is the bread. I went through not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different breads to see which one I wanted. Soft rye, the worst. This beefsteak soft rye, the second worst. This Village Hearth rye, pretty damn good to be honest with you. I would definitely use this. The marble rye, which came in second, very close second. The problem with this kind of bread is it's wider, so you have to cover more with the Russian dressing. You have to cover more with the Swiss cheese. You have to cover more with the corned beef. So it just added more calories. It would be about an extra 100 calories to make it this way. If you have the extra calories, definitely go with the marble, or this Village Hearth rye is good, but we are going to go with Lewis's Hearty Rye half loaf. Super good as well. I'm going to put my plate with the bread on it onto the scale, turn the scale on, and then I'm going to put 30 grams of sauce onto my bread. At the same time, I'm going to put my pan on low. This is a super fast process from here on out, so by the time that we get the sauce and cheese on, this will be ready to go, and then we'll get our meat on as well. Now I grab my piece and I just spread it out evenly. People will say I should have toasted the side with the dressing on it. However, I did that, and I like the softness. It doesn't get soggy, it doesn't. If it did, I wouldn't do it this way. I kind of like the softness of the inside of this piece of bread. Really works out well for overall flavor and texture. So that's why I do what I do. I also went through, I think, about 8 different Swisses. I came to the conclusion that even on the sandwich, I like baby Swiss more. So I'm going with baby Swiss. This is not reduced fat. This is not any different of calories, but I'm going to put 1 ounce of it on there. Now this brand is literally called Amish Farms. I'll put the picture up right here. I didn't see it in Jewel. It was at one of my markets in a suburb. So I'm not sure if you can get it in your area. If you can't, Primo Taglio Baby Swiss was a close second. It was very good, but this one won out by just a little bit. I can't put the full slice on there because, oh yeah, make sure you ask to slice it thin, because then it'll be about 14 grams per slice. But this one's about 17, so I do have to take a little bit from here, and what I do is I just lay it on, and we have full coverage then. That's 15, so I'm gonna be a gram over on that side, so I'll take a gram less on the other side. Beautiful. Now we're all ready to go with our bread, our sauce, and our cheese, so it's time for the meats. This might be a little bit annoying to you, but I'm a perfectionist. I wanted to see which meat was best. I'm using Kretschmar pastrami while also using Eckrich corned beef. You can use just corned beef or just pastrami. They taste great by themselves, but I found the absolute most flavor in both. The reason I pick Eckrich is because Eckrich tastes most like corned beef. It is a little bit drier than the Kretschmar, but the Kretschmar doesn't taste as much like corned beef. However, as far as the pastrami goes, this pastrami, the Kretschmar pastrami, blew away the Eckrich one. Even though the Eckrich one was still good, it was like an 8 out of 10 if this was a 10 out of 10. If you can only get one of the brands, that is fine. It is still an excellent sandwich. So I'm gonna get a separate plate for this, and I'm going to weigh out 3 ounces of each. And make sure you guys get 70 calorie per serving one. The Vienna was the best, but the Vienna, I found out after I ate it, was 240 calories per serving. More than double what this one is. Unreal. What's really crazy as well is when these are heated up, they take on a completely different flavor. Just a crazy flavor boost. This is super quick. You could overcook this very easily. You only need about 30 seconds on each side. If you overcook it for 30 seconds, you're gonna take all of the wetness or the water out of it, and you are going to make it dry. You do not want a dry beef. Trust me. I did it the first time. You don't want to eat that dry beef. I'm gonna lay it flat. We're gonna hear that sizzle, and this is gonna go quick, so I'm gonna try to lay them all flat real quick. If you have a, what's it called, griddle, it makes it a lot easier because you can just lay each slice separately, but it's fine. The whole point is to get this heated up, not to like brown it or anything like that, so we're all good. Now, I'm already just gonna take this and flip it. I don't wanna mess around and make this stuff dry. So I'm gonna grab it off, put it in here. We're doing everything in the same pot, so we don't wanna wash anything. Grab some paper towels and just dry off the inside. And we'll put this back on. As we do that, we are going to put our meat on our sandwich. Now, I don't want to hear about how my Reuben's not real. I've seen it made with pastrami. I've seen it made with corned beef. I've seen it made with both pastrami and corned beef. At the end of the day, all I care about is flavor. And when you combine the corned beef with pastrami, you just get so many flavors. It's gonna be so good. All right, we're just gonna put this bad boy right in the middle here. Give it some alone time with the pan and let it brown. In the meantime, I'm gonna wash my hands and we're gonna open up that sauerkraut. Okay, bye. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes, so let's check out the bottom here. Whew. We're getting a nice, I can't do it because this is like a rubber spatula, but we're getting a nice golden brown here. I'll turn it over again to get it more brown in a couple more minutes. All right, we got about 3 minutes on this side now. Let's see what we got. Oh, we looking beautiful. So it depends how much you want to toast your bread here. It's up to you, but it's gonna be beautiful either way. You hear that? That's the sound of deliciousness. That's good enough for me. Now, before we cut it, I want to put sauerkraut on it. And so I'm gonna put it back on the scale here, and 30 grams of sauerkraut is only 5 calories. So I'm going to put 60 grams of sauerkraut on here. And if you do it how I do it, the Swiss is like a mold, so when you open it up, the meat doesn't go everywhere. We'll fold her back up. It's pretty important here that you get a bread knife so we can get through this without just crushing the whole sandwich. I like to go nice and soft. Hot, hot, hot. And this is our final product. Absolute perfection. I really want to take a bite out of this, but what we're gonna do is go over the macros, of course. For my Reuben, we have 486 calories, 19 grams of fat, 34 carbs, and 47 protein. Absolutely tremendous, especially when you compare it to like Arby's. Arby's is 680 calories, 31 fat, 62 carb, and 37 protein. 200 more calories, 10 less grams of protein. And mine tastes better. I promise you. I guess it's time to take a bite. The Swiss is melted perfectly. Since we have it on both sides along with the dressing, you get the taste of everything in every single bite. The sauerkraut isn't too hot. The corned beef actually cools it down, and you can eat this almost instantly after you're done preparing it. And there's no sogginess to it whatsoever. It tastes super fresh. You get the taste of the pastrami, you get the taste of the corned beef, and you're not skimped on meat whatsoever. That's all I can say. You're gonna have to go and try this for yourself. Let me know in the comment section if you do try it and how you liked it, whether you didn't like it or you did like it, the good and the bad. If there's any other deli creations or any other recipes in general that you wanna see, please let me know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, exerciseforcheatmeals.com for coaching, and until next time, I will see you in that next one. Deuces.